Hello everyone. It's 7 a.m. Monday, February the 8th, 2016, and this is DelRayVAWeather.com. We're going to do an update of our winter storm. I'm going to show you all the models are saying for snow accumulation by about 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And what you see up on the screen is the latest run of the GFS. That's the 6Z, and I have it set for 7 p.m. Tuesday. Actually, let me change this. It's not 7 p.m. Tuesday. There it goes. 7 p.m. Tuesday. And that's showing somewhere between 2 and 3 inches for Alexandria. Again, this has been bouncing around. We can see what 6 hours ago it had this more of a 3-inch, and then the current amount back down again to between 2 and 3. Also shifted the bullseye for the highest amount of snow. And if you look where the bullseyes are, they're scattered. There's not one bullseye, and that's part of the problem with predicting the snow amounts in this storm, because this, rather than being a well-defined line of heavy precipitation, this is going to be basically snow showers. It's going to be on and off type of snow. And so if you happen to be under one of these snow showers, your amounts are going to be higher, and if you happen to miss those showers, it's going to be lower. Okay. All right, let's go on to the next model. This is one I haven't really shown much. This is the newest Euro model. It's a running in parallel with the current model. And this is at, again, 7 p.m. on Thursday. It's showing about 2 inches in Alexandria. Somewhat consistent with the GFS. It was saying 2 to 3. So, you know, that does fit. But if you notice, the bullseyes here are scattered and actually less than what the GFS was saying. Does indicate that heavier snow is more likely in central West Virginia, which is what the GFS was saying. Okay, this is the production Euro. This is the midnight run. The European models only run twice a day at midnight and noon GMT. And this is showing a higher figure. It did actually go up overnight. The 12Z was showing more like 2, what we were seeing in the GFS, and the latest run of the Euro model is showing more like 3. So again, you know, 2 to 3 is the consensus of the two principal global forecasting models, the European and the GFS. Okay, this is the Canadian model. This is showing more like a 1 to 2 inch in Alexandria, with a significant bullseye out here in central Maryland up towards Baltimore, and that's a good bit different than the GFS and the Euro model. Okay, this is the North American model. This is again set for. Let me make sure this is set right. Tuesday. We want Wednesday at 0Z. Okay. This is 7 p.m. on Tuesday again, and this is showing somewhere under 1 inch for Alexandria. It's probably, it could conceivably be 1.5 inches, but certainly it's not 2 to 3 in Alexandria. All right. And again, I should point out that the bullseye here is in eastern Pennsylvania. Again, that's different. And, that's what I've been, suggesting is that this, the amounts are going to be hit and miss because this is going to be basically a series of snow showers rather than one single event. This is the higher resolution NAM, the 4-kilometer NAM, and we have this set for, let me make sure we got this set right. Nope. Need to move this up a little bit. There. Okay, that is 7 p.m. On Tuesday. Again, it's showing about 2 inches in the Alexandria, and 3 inches in this area of D.C. So this is showing about 2 to 3 inches. Okay, this is the Iowa State Mediagram. It shows all of the projections of all of the American models using different ways of calculating the snow-to-liquid ratio. And if we look at the range, we have approximately down in this area slightly less than an inch. Up in this area, let me see if I can enlarge this a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, down in this area we have about 0.8 of an inch, and up in this area we have over 4 inches. So this is suggesting that depending upon the snow-to-liquid ratio, you could have anywhere between 0.8 of an inch and 4 inches in over Washington Reagan National Airport. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Buff Kit next, and we're going to go through some of that. Okay, this is currently set for, this is the GFS, the latest version of the GFS, and let's go to the overview and show that. Okay, if we look at the overview for a GFS, it's showing that rain potentially could start as early as 6 p.m. tonight. I'm quite confident that it's only going to be rain at that hour because the temperature in the lower atmosphere is just going to be too warm to support any snow in the lower atmospheres. But if we go a little further into the 9 p.m. hour, the temperature is going to be close to what would sustain snow. So 9 p.m. potentially the snow could start, and the surface temperature at that time is still going to be above freezing. But the thing is that this is the potential time for the highest amount of precipitation. And what often happens when you have a what's called a wet bulb temperature that is in the below about a degree and a half Celsius, it has the potential of cooling quickly to freezing from the heavy amount of snow that's falling. And you've seen this in the past, where you'll have you'll be like 33 or 34 degrees Fahrenheit, and a sudden burst of snow happens, and suddenly the air feels a lot colder, and it's in fact drops to freezing. So I think that it is reasonable that we could start seeing snow as early as 9 p.m. today. If we take the GFS and sum it over the whole event up to about 3 a.m. on Wednesday, it's showing that somewhere around 5 inches, 5.5 inches, is possible for the maximum snow total in this. So, the upper bound could very well be about 5 inches. Okay, let's, oops, I just exited out of the Buff Kit. Let me see if I can start Buff Kit again. Okay. What I want to look at now is what NAM is saying for the same period. This is NAM, and it's showing here that rain could very well start at 9 p.m. and transition to snow by midnight. So it's a little later than what the GFS is showing. And again, if we look at what the temperature is at midnight, it's still kind of high. It's above what would be necessary for snow to accumulate. But it's going to quickly drop from about midnight in this scenario. And if we sum this over the entire event, we're peaking out at slightly above 3 inches, according to the NAM at Reagan National. So, GFS is saying a maximum of potentially 5 inches, and the NAM is saying potentially 3 inches. And I should mention too that this blue line shows what the snow to liquid ratio is projected to be, and this line right along here is the 10 to 1 snow ratio, the climatological average. It's showing that it's going to be lower than 10 for quite a bit of this storm, which suggests that most of the snow that falls is going to be a wet snow. It's not going to be the fluffy stuff that we got in the blizzard. And the problem with that is that it's possible that wet snow could accumulate on tree limbs and power lines and weigh them down and break them. And if we have a few heavy bursts of snow in the area, it could lead to power outages. And in fact, potentially this storm could have more power outages than the blizzard did. That's one caution I should make for this. All right, I think that about covers everything I wanted to show you in this update. And so I think I'm going to leave it there. So I think the reasonable range in this storm for Alexandria would be between 1 and 5 inches by early Wednesday morning. It's quite possible that even after the Wednesday morning period, we may get on and off light snow through the day Wednesday into Thursday morning. That light snow is probably not going to add a lot to any accumulation. Most of the accumulation is going to be probably by 3 a.m. Wednesday. But we need to keep an eye on it. And because this is still a very iffy forecast because of the nature of this particular low, you need to stay tuned to the weather, to the weather report, TV weather and my weather, because it's likely to change. It could very well go up, or it could very well go down to nothing. And so throughout the day, I'll be tweeting out any changes to the forecast. The next update is going to occur probably about 1 p.m. This afternoon, and then we'll get another one probably about 7 p.m. tonight. And I'll continue to monitor the storm, but yeah, for right now, I think I would plan for a 1 to 5 inch snowfall. I would plan at least for delayed openings tomorrow. There is a likelihood that schools would be closed Tuesday, and so definitely you need to keep attuned to that. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.